From Registration and Student Records, click on Look Up Classes. Choose the semester you want to search for, and then click on Advanced Search. Choose the subject of the class you want to look up. To do so, click on any subject shown, then type the first few letters of the subject you want. We'll search for biology today. When you see the subject you want, click on it to choose it if it's not already highlighted. Want to choose more than one subject? Click on the first subject, then hold your Control key down while you click on the next subject. Now enter the course number. You can use a % sign as a wildcard. If you want to see all biology classes in the 1000 level, you can get 1% to get that result. If you're looking for a class with both lecture and lab, you can see both at once. Type the numbers shared between the two, followed by a % sign. For example, to see biology 1030 and 1031, you'll type 103%. Earlier, we looked at all of the course sections for the subject and course number we entered. Alternately, you can choose additional parameters to narrow down the list. Here are some settings you might want to choose. In Instructional Method, you can choose Distance Learning Online to see classes that are online classes. In Part of Term, you can choose A1 to see classes that meet only for the first half of the semester, or A2 to see classes that meet in the second half. Attribute type is probably the most popular parameter. As with subject, you can click on any item in this list and start typing to jump to the choice you want. Some popular options here: type G to jump to General Education, then choose which area of General Education you want. Choose M for MT Engage, an experiential learning program that allows you to build an e-portfolio and take classes that offer opportunities outside of a traditional classroom and lecture format. Type P to take you to prescribed courses if you've been told you need to take a class to build up your English, math, or reading skills. Do not enter anything in the Start or End Time section. When you have entered your search parameters, click Section Search at the bottom of the screen. Now you should see all of the class sections that match your parameters. Click on a CRN, course registration number, and then various links to see information about this class. For example, you can find a description of the class in View Catalog Entry. You can find information about the textbook required for the class in View Book Information. You would click here to see the book information. And you can click on the name of the class itself to see information about any prerequisites that might be required before taking the class. Back in the class list, look at the registration numbers for each section. How many spots there are, how many students have already registered for the class, and how many spots are still open in the class. If the class has a waitlist option, you can also see that information here, including how many people are on the waitlist currently. To learn more about waitlists, do an internet search for MTSU waitlist. Do you need a class that has a co-requisite, another class that must be taken at the same time? This is common with natural science courses, along with other classes that have a lab. Click the Display Co-requisites link to see which lab sections can be paired with the lecture section that you've chosen.